Hello, welcome to day one of our creative wellbeing course. Now, we're going to start off with journaling as a technique. Now, journaling is probably one of the most well-known creative wellbeing techniques. This is something that has become very mainstream recently, and you cannot move in bookshops for different types of journals and different journaling exercises and prompts. A lot of people either love or hate journaling, and I think that's because there's a bit of a misconception about what it needs to be. A lot of people think that you have to sit down every single day and write about your day. And it's almost a little bit like a diary, and you're going through every single thing that's happened to you in a day. And some people really like that. So if you enjoy that and you benefit from it, have at it. It's there's no rules against it. There's no rules here at all. But it doesn't have to be that way. Because for some people, sitting down and writing about your day can just feel really draining. You've already lived it once. And the idea of then reliving it again on the page, especially when you're tired, is not necessarily ideal. So, this is going to be a theme for our week together, that there are no rules in creativity. You are the creator. You can make every technique work for you, for your personality, for your needs, for your strengths, for your life. And this is about you. It's not about how anyone else does it. Okay. We're not here to copy other people. We're here to create our own art, our own expression. So, journaling doesn't have to be something you do at the end of the day. It could be something you do first thing in the morning. It doesn't have to be writing about your day. It could be writing about a particular feeling you have. It could be writing about a memory that's popped into your head. It could be writing about your hopes for the future. It could be writing notes on a story idea that's swirling in your head, maybe writing from the perspective of a character who's in your mind, writing from the perspective of a person you saw in a painting in a gallery day or last week. It can be absolutely anything that you want it to be. And one thing that I really love to do is just free write from a set of prompts. So my journaling is less structured around a particular topic or a particular thing that I am focusing on, and more about just responding to words and ideas and just allowing myself to let go whatever's swirling around my brain onto the page. You can make journaling work in whatever way suits you. So, what I've done for this exercise is just keep it really, really simple, because rather than trying to kind of come up with any big themes to write about, I've just given you a few prompts that you can respond to in any way you like. So, what I invite you to do is have a look at the list of prompts and just see which one speaks to you. And don't overthink it. Don't start thinking like, oh, well, I could write about this if I chose that one, or what will I write about if I write, that one might be a bit too difficult. Don't go into any of that. Just look down the list of words. One of them will jump out at you. It doesn't matter why. Just go with it. Go with your first instinct. And then take a piece of paper, set a timer for 10 minutes. It's good to set the timer because otherwise you will keep looking at the clock and being like, how long have I got left? Do I have to keep going? So set the timer so that that's out of your mind, that's taken care of. And then just let yourself go and just write whatever comes into your head. Now, it might be that you spend a couple of minutes writing, I don't know what to write. This is a silly exercise. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what to write. I don't know what to write over and over. That's fine. Just let that happen. Just get into the rhythm of moving your pen. And eventually something in your brain will kick in and will take over and go, actually, let's write this. And then you'll find words start to flow. And don't worry if it goes off topic from what the word was. Prompt is just a starting point, whatever it conjures up in your head. Or even if you end up thinking of something totally unrelated to write about, it's fine. It's fine. There are no rules, remember? So just allow the words to flow. And really, that's all journaling needs to be. It doesn't have to be any more complicated than that. If you want to get into journaling, there are lots of complicated or more involved, I suppose, things that you can do with it. You can write around specific topics in your life, specific memories that you want to uncover, specific hopes and dreams for the future, things that you want to say to different people that you probably never actually say to them, but you can get it down on the paper. All sorts of ways that you can use journaling to basically take all of the thoughts that are swishing around in here and put them down onto the page. And often once you start journaling or free writing, because the two things are very similar and more or less the same. Once you start writing, you can often find that things come out that you didn't even know that you were thinking, or you didn't know you were worried about, or things suddenly click and make sense. Connections come together that you hadn't made before because you're letting your unconscious mind take over and just flow. So that's why it's important to just keep your pen moving, to not stop, don't edit, don't think about how it might come across. No one's going to read this unless you show them. This is your private journal. So it doesn't matter how it comes across. It doesn't matter how it reads. It doesn't have to be good. This is just about letting your thoughts and feelings out. So just go with it. See where it takes you. If the timer goes off at the end of the 10 minutes and you're really in the flow and inspired and you want to keep going, that's totally fine. But just make sure that you go for at least that first 10 minutes. I'd love to hear how you get on. I hope you enjoy it.